Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is Connie coming on today to share with you a 2-page layout that I have designed for my Marjorie Ann Designs design team project. I'm using the file Autumn Days. Excuse me. I've had this file for a bit. I got the majority of the paper I'm using, or half of it, however, I got it from Kim Ferguson. Thank you, Kim. And I know when I get them about the same time, the files, and I thought the Autumn Days file would be really pretty with this paper. I love this paper. It's from close to my heart. I have no idea if it's available. I haven't bought paper for a long time. So anyway, I am doing something different today that I have not tried. And I decided, well, I'm going to try it, and it's a learning curve for me. I hollowed out the inside. I did my other page already, got the base page done. I will say I like it because it's much lighter, and maybe my scrapbooks will not weigh, a ton. So anyway, I'm going to get started. I have a 12 by 12 page. I have cut these in half. I've got to get this the right direction because I am working on the left page right now. So let me think about this. Nope, it's going to go like this. And these pages are left at 6-inch width, and I cut them down to 11 3/4. So I just cut 1/4 of an inch off the top of the 2 pages. So these actually were 2 separate 12 by 12 pages. So just cut them in half and then 1/4 inch off of the top. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to put this one down first this time. And how I do this, I don't know if it works for me. So, or it worked on the last one, we'll see. But I just put a glue along here. I'm going a little bit further in maybe than I have to over here. That's fine. Okay. And then on the outside of this, I do 3 sides. Because obviously there's nothing in the middle to catch it. I am going to come up just a little bit on the edges on the 4th side just to bring it down. Somewhere along the line I saw a video or something, if you start in one corner, one of the corners, and get that straight, it should line up the rest of the way, and usually that works. I'm using some, I'm not going to say where I got the black paper, but it's a little bit, it's just maybe 1/8 of an inch or so larger than my photo album protective pages, and so I had to kind of trim it down a little bit. I noticed that when I was making some other pages too. Now on this one, on the second half, when I say that my photo protective pages could be, just a little bit smaller, they're not an off-brand, but you never know. Okay, I'm going to do the glue on all 4 sides on this one because it's got to connect over here, if that makes sense. And I want a quick look and make sure I get this going the right direction based on the other page. I'm going to start down here and line things up. And then I'm using a Martha Stewart punch. I can't think today again, I'm sorry. This one, I don't know if it's still available. It's been in my stash for a very long time. I cut the paper at 2 inches, and then the border punch itself is about 1.5 inches. And what I'm doing here is getting it, this piece here, I want this to just go barely over that. And I've got a little bit of glue left, or tape left in here. I'm sorry, I don't edit my videos anymore too much. I've got other things that I've been trying to concentrate on, and I don't always take the time to edit them. Sorry I haven't been on for a while. I've been just fighting a lot of things. It's, just life. So hopefully that will improve. Just gonna turn this a quarter around here. I do put this from the edge of the black piece to the edge of the black piece. Ugh, I guess maybe we got that a little crooked. Shouldn't talk and try to do this. We'll never learn, right? Okay, and I'm gonna trim this a little bit off here. And then I come back with my fine glue tip. I want to just put glue along here. They get caught very easy and tear off. These, I don't do each little piece, I just do kind of the top and go down a little bit. And in fact, this side you will not see hardly anything at all by the time I'm done. But because there's photo mats and stuff, but I still like to just put it down in case something catches, taking it in and out to put photos on, because as of yet, I don't have photos printed. Sometimes I'm intimidated by technology. I bought a new toy and I have to learn how to use it, and I keep putting it off. I'm sure it's not going to be that difficult, but I just need to take the time and do it. I'm trying to get the cap or the tip on the glue, the lid, and I got the shakes today, so nothing wants to work for me. Okay, I'm going to put this at, let's just go 1/2 inch here, so I can figure out where I'm working. I have a piece that I'm going to add on. This is, the black is 8 inch by 8 inch square, and the green is 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. It needs to go 2 inches down and 2 inches from this side to match the other one. Let me double check. It's 2. One moment. Yes, it is 2. Okay, so I had this figured out what I did the last time. Let me see. Put this at see 2.5 very well. So 1, 2, and there's 2.5. Okay. And then 12, so 2. Okay, I'm gonna put some tape on this. I'll probably have to redo this if it moves. I'll try to do it so nothing moves. Oh, there it just went. Okay. I've started a mini album, a mason jar mini album. It's a Christmas album. It's going to either be for the recipient, they can use it as a photo album or a cookbook. And I'll be sharing that from time to time, project I'm working on. And I have decided, I don't know why, but it was something to document in my life. I was in the hospital 4 times last year, so nearly a month out of my life I was in the hospital. And I have several photos, so I think I'm going to do a folio album with that and find some paper pieces to decorate it. Okay, so this is my left page. I have my right page put together. So this is how it's going to go. Okay, does not bother me the stripes don't match up. I'm good with that. Again, a lot of this isn't going to even show, so I just have to figure out. I wrote on the back. I'm going to start on the right side, which is the opposite for me than usual, so I usually go the other way. I have my windmill, and I think I'm going to put my photo mats down first. I have my photo mats are 4x6, so 4x6, or some of them, the others are going to go horizontal, but the same size. This little piece is, the printed is 7/8 by 3 7/8, as is this 3 7/8 inch wide. And then it's just mounted on a black strip of white. That's 4 inches across. So I have to kind of figure out where I'm putting these in order to know where I'm putting the rest of my things, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I kind of want this down some, and yeah, let's put these on first. Like I said, I got a little bit of tape here. I'm going to use what I have left, and then I'll switch to all liquid glue. I'm just gonna throw this out. I've been debating, something has come up again. I've been debating about saying anything, and I don't mean this to be rude. Just want to say that I share my photo layouts and stuff for inspiration. I would appreciate that you don't just out and out copy them. We put a lot of work into our layouts and stuff, so you know, it just is appreciated if you don't share stuff or don't copy it exactly. It's just, I get a lot of my inspiration from Pinterest, some from YouTube. I don't copy exactly. This was something I saw on Pinterest, I believe. I changed, there's actually another piece that I didn't put in here. I changed the border strip. I don't know what sizes anything was. I just saw the base layout. I didn't use any of the pieces or anything they did. Papers are all different. So the base page is similar. It's not exact. So again, I'm not copying, exactly. I get ideas for how to lay pieces out and the color choices and how they put the pattern pieces together. Sometimes I struggle with that, and whether they put light, dark, or how they do that. So yes, I do that. I'll be the first to admit, I think, we all get inspiration from others. It's just, I try very hard not to copy flat out just everything exact, because it's not a compliment, really. I mean, in a way it's a compliment to the designer, and yet it doesn't show a lot of creativity on the second person that makes it. So that's all I have to say about it. These are at about, well, the first one was at about 1 inch in from this side, and this one, about 1 3/4, because this one was in 2 inches from here. So let's see, this one has the no, we have to put this one down first. Hello. Get the cover off my other glue. Otherwise, I hope everybody's having a good day. Been watching a lot of stuff on Facebook. One of my relatives live north of here. I don't know, 2.5 hours or so maybe. They have some severe flooding. So watching that, praying for them. And I know a lot of people are dealing with that. It's just when it's, someone in your family, it can be difficult. We were fortunate with that, so. Okay, let's see. Getting this straight might be an interesting. This one I want it over. That's right, a little bit. I'm just gonna get my T-ruler out and see how close to crooked I am on that thing. I'm gonna go with it. Okay, and now we'll put the little scarecrow down. This is adorable. This would even just make a cute one-page layout, if you're doing a couple photos for fall. I always think there are a lot of things that we tend to overlook. Oh, my fingers. You don't have to use all the pieces in a design for one layout. You could split them up. Just the other page that I'm putting together would be great for a fall layout. I have pieces for another layout that I've got to get put together. And again, I just use pieces of a complete set. I want to get this started, and once it goes, it's fine. But so yeah, you know, thinking outside the box sometimes is not always bad. I don't always have, like I said before, not enough pictures for a double layout, and I have no idea what pictures I'm putting on here yet. I'll find some. But if you just, you know, don't have a lot of pictures all the time, do a single layout, use part of the design, and then use part of the design for other things. There are leaves to go with this. I will come back and put those on. In fact, I'm going to lay them here with my stuff because otherwise I will forget. Pumpkin. Yes, I have a one-track mind. So I have this pumpkin here. I'm going to just put it here on my... I was going to. I think I'll put it over here, and I'll just put glue in the middle. I'm going to take this leaf. I need to recut another one. Excuse me. And put on the top of this pumpkin too. He needs a leaf. It needs a leaf, whatever. I just go like that, and then it won't cover up the full photo. I should have put that photo mat over. I was going to, and then put the pumpkin here, and it's all good. Okay, I'm going to set this page aside. Apologize, I'm so slow at this. This is how I work. Okay, now this one I have to put photo mats on first. I can kind of place things, but I know I had to do these first. And these really do need to go right down in the corner for everything the way I have it. I had this set up a whole other way because I didn't know what I was doing for the base page. And took a picture of it so I would remember. Started on this today. I didn't like that the way it was. So I changed things up. And even when I designed it in Design Space, I had it set up differently. So this is about the third layout, and I think it will be okay. If you have any questions about the layout, please leave a comment. I will get back to you. If you haven't already and liked the video, please consider subscribing. I hope to continue, you know, on a little better schedule. I can't guarantee anything. It just, a lot of it depends how I feel from day to day. So, and I know it's spring and I should be working on spring things, but I've been going through my SVG files and just kind of looking for projects and stuff that in old SVGs, some older than others, some I've had, well, I've got all my original SVGs that I can think of, but some of them are quite old. So let's bring this down a little bit. Okay. And yes, there are plenty that I've never made, and I really should get to it, right? Okay, tree. A tree I'm putting way down here to the base of the printed paper. Or as, I should have put the lid on again. As far as I can get without going over the photo mat up on top. There it's coming. Just trying to get my glue started. The other thing, I have another project I want to work on. I just have to basically design it, and it's coming together in my mind. I've watched a few more videos on it's not on what I want to do, it's how to put it together with my bind it all. So I was trying to figure out some of that, and now I just got to get busy and do it. I have too many things I want to make and do, and now it's spring and summer. I hope to be able to get outside, and I'm going to say hopefully walk. I don't know. It's the flowers on here. I'm going to lift these up a minute. I did put the yellow flowers underneath as it was, but these flowers were gifted to me by Cherie from Paper Pieces and Leftovers, and I thought they were, I liked them on there. I tried it without, just, they add something. I don't know if it's the color, but at first I hadn't cut the yellow out, and then when I tried to put them together, good grief, my glue today, you saw too much green behind the yellow, and I didn't like it. So then I cut the yellow pieces out, and now I really like it, because it just, you don't see the green, you get the full color. So I encourage you to look through your stash, see what you have. You know, if you don't have it, go with what's on the pattern. I try to use stuff in my stash as much as possible. Come on, I know my hands are bad, but this is ridiculous. I think I'll cut the tip larger and hope for the best. But yeah, I really do try to use what's in my stash, and I'm gonna get this straight as I can. Now I did pop this up, and I did pop my scarecrow up, and the tree is flat. And then I have my two little kids, and they are flat, and don't laugh at their faces. I am not good at drawing faces. I don't know how many times I erased them. I used to have a bunch of Peachy Keen stamps, and I gifted them to someone. I just couldn't get those to work the way I wanted, so I'm gonna have to practice drawing faces. Mouths, not faces, just mouths next. Get the glue to come on, I'd be happy. Maybe it is, and I just can't see it, I don't know. Just about done, other than the leaves. Sorry, I'm concentrating on pushing on the glue bottle to get it to come out, and that takes everything I can do. I don't have a lot of strength in my hands anymore. Okay, I'm going to, let's see, use the little bottle. I'm going to put the leaves on this side first, but before I do, without the leaves, I'll just give you a quick show here of the 2 pages. So there you go. Very simple, but Once you get the photos on, it's really pretty. I might add some stamps with some little words on. I do that from time to time. I'm not sure. Sometimes I just like a simple layout. This is perfectly fine for me. I love it. So I'm going to get my leaves on if you want to stick around. Otherwise, thanks for watching. And I'm going to put these, I don't know, I think on off to the side here. And I don't know that I'll use them all. You never know. I might just put them randomly on the page too. I'll glue on my fingers so everything is going to stick badly. I don't have a picture of the design, the file right now, so I don't know where all the leaves go. I'm just putting them down wherever. Sorry, I'm just putting glue on here. Get a brown one. That should go, yeah. Let's say I want to make sure it doesn't just fade into the paper here. Let's see, take some smaller ones that are yellow and add a couple in. I didn't even pay attention when I was picking out papers, and these aren't from this, but this kind of goes with this grayish bluish color, so once in a while things actually go together. So I'm going to bring in the other piece a moment and then see if I have any left over, which I'm sure I will. Now these I'm going to use the little leaves, because they're going to go more with this, and then I've got a few bigger ones yet to use. I would love to hear what you're working on. I don't know if you realize you can post on my Facebook page, Prairie Paper Crafts. I love hearing from my fans and from my subscribers. I like to see what you're doing, so please, if you think about it, share a photo. And if you're not comfortable sharing it on like my Facebook page, you can always send me a message. I enjoy that. I don't get out very much, unfortunately, anymore, so I like hearing from people, and I get ideas from you guys. That's one thing I can't stress enough to get. It's not about copying, it's just about sharing ideas. If you have comments, I'm more than open to listening to suggestions and ways to do things different. I'm not, how do I say? I feel like I'm going to sound rude saying it. I don't mean it that way. I'm not vain, or, I know everybody has different ways of doing things, and mine's not the perfect way. So I say I love hearing about what you're doing, so please. I don't want to get carried away with leaves here, so I'm just going to I'm going to sequence. I'm just going to put some random leaves on here yet. Kind of fill in a little bit. trying to decide. I didn't mark the leaves, what side was front and back, so I'm just trying to figure out what side I inked. And sometimes with the lights it's hard to see, so a quick come back and put this on my other page. Let's see, dark green one here. Put some little ones on here yet, and okay, I'm gonna leave. I've got about 5 leaves left, but I'm gonna leave them alone. And I have to keep the lid on the glue, or it wants to dry out. So that's what I was trying to do. Okay, one more time with the leaves on. Let me get this in here right. Okay, so that, it's not going to lay flat because it's not level here, but I want to thank you guys for joining me. Have an awesome day and take care, everybody.